Hi, it's Oswaldo here. We're at the International Film Festival in Vancouver. We're here with Danishka Esterhazy and Celina Martin. They are the director of the film Level 16 and one of the actresses of the film. So we're here in Vancouver, and I would like to start asking Danishka about the film. It was shot here in Vancouver?
No, we shot in Toronto and Hamilton in Ontario.
Okay. Are you from Canada? Or?
I'm from Canada. I'm from Winnipeg. It's in the middle.
Okay, from Winnipeg. But you're from BC, no?
I am, yes. I've been here since I was 6 years old.
Okay. Well, can you tell the people a little bit about the film? What is it about?
Sure. It's a dystopian thriller about a group of young women who are trapped in a boarding school that's very cruel and that hides a dark secret they need to uncover.
Mm-hmm. It's like a science fiction, more or less?
Yeah, science fiction, dystopian thriller.
Did you write it?
I did write it.
Mm-hmm. So how was the process of filming it? And it's not your first film?
My third feature. Yeah, and actually the hardest to get made. It was a really long journey. I wrote the first draft just over 10 years ago. And we've been trying to raise the funding for a long time, but it's been the story that I've really cared about the most of all the stories that I've written. So it was very gratifying to finally get it funded and to shoot it last year.
Okay. And Celina, you're from BC. Tell us a little bit about your acting career. What films have you been? What TV shows and stuff?
I've always wanted to be an actor, so I went to high school and started to take some drama classes, and from there I just fell in love with the art of acting, and from there I got an agent. I was able to audition for various shows and movies, and just 3 years ago I landed a role on Nickelodeon, which is a really fun experience. I met a lot of friends along the way, and from there I've just been working, and I was very fortunate to be able to work with Danishka on Level 16. It was a dream come true.
How do you guys meet? How do you cast? You do the casting, or?
Yeah, well, we put out an open call across the country, and I had not worked with Celina before, but I know there's a lot of really talented actors in Vancouver, and so it started, I guess, we saw Celina's taped audition, which I just loved, and so then I thought, well, you know, I really need to go out and meet her in person. So I flew out to Vancouver to do some auditions in person, and we got to meet, and she was amazing. And so, yeah, we invited her to come to Toronto and shoot the film.
What's your character in the film?
My character, her name's Sophia. She is a shy but clever and independent girl who's lived her life in the shadows within the school because she wants to observe her surroundings. And she's seen some pretty terrifying things, and I think it haunts her every day that she can't do anything. And it's not until that she meets her former best friend Vivien that she gains the confidence to break out and really stand for what she believes in. Yeah.
Does the character die in the film? No?
Spoilers! Spoilers!
we won't say that. So the film was presented Sunday, September 30th, and Sunday, October 7th. So there's still another screening. Yeah.
Tonight's our Canadian premiere, and then next week is our encore here in Vancouver. We had our world premiere at Fantastic Fest in Austin, Texas.
Okay, cool. How's people received the film?
Oh, it was great. So actually, I just came here directly from our screenings in Texas, and the response was fantastic. We sold out 7 theaters at the Alamo Drafthouse, and we had great Q&As, a lot of amazing fan response. So it's nice to come to this festival after just having a really, really successful launch there.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit more about the crew, the cast that you have.
Sure. So the story is focused on 2 friends, Vivien and Sophia, and so the cast is Katie Douglas and Celina Martin, and then our lead antagonist is Miss Brixil, played by Sara Canning, who has just joined us. Come on in, Sara.
So Sara is the evil.
She's a bit evil.
Is the evil.
Her character. Well, her character is very complex, but yeah, she does have. She brings a little conflict and danger to the story. We just threw you in here, Sara.
That's cool.
But you're also a student in the film, or you're the staff?
No.
You're the staff.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
the staff. I'm the headmistress.
Okay, so maybe your character does die in the film.
No spoilers.
Ah, no.
Answer that.
Okay, well let me ask the actress here. We have a couple of actresses from Canada. How is it to be an actress in this country? Is it a lot of opportunities for female leads? What's your opinion?
Go ahead.
I think there's starting to, I mean, within my journey in acting, there has been lots of like rejection, and but I feel like times are kind of changing now, and we're starting to see more leads, female leads that aren't the typical characters who are the nerds, or like the Asian nerds, the ones that know martial arts, and so it's changing, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities for sure.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've been very fortunate in the last decade of my career and the types of roles that I've played, but I think I've always noticed that I always play older than I am, and I definitely notice, I don't even want to call it a trend, because I think it's the way it's always been, that male leads are always quite a bit older than females, and I'm hoping to see that shift, and I think it is. I'm really inspired when I see women like Olivia Colman and Robin Wright Penn and Frances McDormand and Allison Janney and Meryl Streep and 7,000 others, and I just want to see that permeate the entire industry in how women are cast and the types of roles that are written for women over 25, which is what I respect and appreciate so much about Danishka, because I think she writes incredibly well for every type of character across the spectrum, whether it be a man or a woman, and the age and just what the life experience of that person is. And I would just love to see that be more the norm in the industry. Okay, yeah, we're talking with Sara Canning. Tell us a little bit more about your acting career. I've been working I sort of started out doing theater when I was 12, and then I started doing film and television I guess about 10 years ago, and I've worked in Canada and the US, and I've done series work. I do a lot of independent films. I just kind of do what speaks to me, which is a really nice thing to be able to do, and yeah, I love it. I love getting to do what we do. Awesome. So we're talking here with the crew of Level 16 here in the Vancouver International Film Festival, and it's a very woman-focused film, no? Most of the crew are women, even behind cameras, no?
Yeah, a lot of, most of our cast is female. A lot of our crew was female. Our lead producer is female. As a woman director, it's been important to me to open opportunities for women in film, because there are so many obstacles to women working in the film industry. There's a lack of support, there's discrimination, there's harassment, there's a lack of great characters for women to play. So that's one of my biggest mandates, is to try and make more opportunities for women in this film industry. Awesome. So don't miss Level 16. What's the future plans for the film, and where can people watch the film? Or well, we have a few more months of festivals playing around the world, and then we're hoping to have a very wide release. We are currently in the stages of planning our Canadian and American theatrical release, and we are hoping for European and Asian theatrical release as well. And that news will all be coming out over the next few months. Website? Level16film.com. Yeah, check it out. Well, thank you. This was Danishka Esterhazy, Celina Martin, and Sara Canning. Thank you. Thank you for the interview.